I think people are waking up now, but this is being weaponized against them. Take the information out there that's being force-fed to you, pretty much. Take it with it's a grain of salt, man. We're being pummeled right now with information warfare. Just start questioning more.
Welcome to The Edge of Wonder. In part one of the special episode on cyber warfare with James Scott, who talked about social media, hacking, manipulation, and blackmail. This does have a slightly more serious tone from our previous episodes, but we hope you keep watching till the end because what he talks about affects all of us.
So this is part 2 of our interview with James Scott. Also, check out our first part if you haven't already seen it yet.
I'll just say, earlier you were talking a little bit about some stuff related to 5G. Could you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. It's not healthy, but that's the next thing.
So the crazy thing is, like, everyone's now using 5G.
Yeah.
So it's like you're saying it's unhealthy, but it's like
5G.
in my phone. You have 5G.
I have it.
Can you go a little more detail, like maybe what happens or why is it more unhealthy?
So I'm not a scientist, right? But
Right.
I have a friend that works at one of the agencies and we're researching what this actually does to the body. I mean, this doesn't even really make sense, but he said it can melt the inside of your eyes like wet eggs.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I don't know. Maybe it gets cranked up somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And plus, like, we're always having our phones like next to our head.
I think the government is organized from a surveillance perspective because they embed themselves in the technology, right? I mean, everybody knows it. It's not conspiracy theory. They're a nation state. We're the last remaining superpower. It's expected, and it's a good thing if you really think about it. What we're seeing now for psychological operations is not just nation states, but it's special interest groups that have an interest in anything from injecting the US culture with chaos so that they can weaponize the incident and stuff like that. You use metadata that's curated by dragnet surveillance capitalists like Facebook. You then write a psychographic algorithm so you can start targeting that particular psychoarchetype, the particular ideological variant silo. Then what you do is you bombard them, that silo, with messaging across the vectors from weaponized accounts. So pro-Trump, it's going to come from a completely weaponized MAGA Twitter account, Facebook page, YouTube channel.
And on the other side too, I imagine.
And the thing is, you look at Russia and China, they're fanning the flame of hate Trump, hate Hillary, love Trump, just as part of a chaos op, a digital chaos op. And we're seeing this more and more. So yeah, I would say the psychological warfare is really picking up big, using the digital vectors. But it's not like this conspiracy where the government's in on it, whatever. Sure, has the government completely infiltrated most of the mainstream media with their narrative? Sure, but right now it's about dopamine hits, creating chaos and steering perceptions using ideological variant slanted takes on the news.
Interesting.
Look at where the media is coming from. Look for leading information, because the information warfare by our mainstream media against the citizen, using cultural Marxism to enforce that message. I think people are waking up now. You see the alt-right, you do not want to get on the alt-right's bad side, because they will not stop. Then you have, on the left, you've got Antifa, like all these other guys. And everybody is sincerely trying to get there, to grow their digital tribe. But this is being weaponized against them.
Both sides, you're saying?
Both sides. Yeah. Both sides. Because right now, from a nation state perspective, chaos is the op. Why chaos? Well, because it has economic impact. It has social fabric impact. It has impact on our democracy and the way people, how seriously or not seriously, American citizens take that their vote matters. And so we're being pummeled right now with information warfare, irresponsible media, that it's just hate Trump. Look, whatever your opinion is on Trump, look at him as the pilot and you're on the plane. Do you want to really keep agitating this guy, steering the plane? You know what I mean? I mean, just be logical. Be logical, and take the information out there that's being force-fed to you, pretty much. Take it with, it's a grain of salt, man. Yeah. Just just start questioning more. And the whole two-party political system, it's just the illusion of freedom of choice.
So I'm thinking about like our YouTube watchers right now, and one of the questions they would probably have would be like, who would be the one that was doing this manipulation with like the whole narrative aspect?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many actors in this space. So, you know, you look at the obvious ones like Russia, China, Iran, North Korea is getting in here by using PLA contractors. But I think the more devious ones are coming from domestic special interest groups who had a candidate that spent $2 billion on a campaign. You take $2 billion, you got to deliver something. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough.
People would be expecting.
Yeah, and so that's on her side. And then on Trump's side, you know, understand he is a master troll. That's what got him elected. He can troll. He's incredible at trolling, and
He's
he
like
knows.
the troll of trolls.
He's amazing. It's amazing. It's really impressive to watch.
It's actually, I can't even believe it.
And
Like,
so
I have a hard time not thinking he's a strategical genius.
how can he not be? Looking from a warfare perspective, he got elected by trolling CNN.
That's true.
And what CNN just can't get past, they don't understand that the second, if they want him to not get reelected, if they want his support base to dry up, all they need to do is start reporting the news again, instead of the 24/7 hate cult.
Interesting.
Because what he's doing is giving Trump's tribe a reason to have emotional vigor injected in their support.
Interesting.
So
Very interesting.
That's it. Like so.
It's like reverse psychology. It's almost like if they wouldn't do anything at all, it'd almost be better.
Yeah. All they would have to do is treat him like every other president, and whatever. But they're not. So his support base is supporting him with more and more vigor. They are voluntarily taking MAGA hats and wearing eagle jackets. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. But it's like the emotional charge is to defend him because they think that he's fighting for them. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And so
Yeah.
you look at this, and maybe he is. You know, it's nothing like the media is saying.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that, really.
Just one real quick last question. What motivates you as like your person, like who you are?
To do this job?
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. You know?
Think about that every day.
Oh my God! Like I don't know. Like it gets really stressful. But I have such an awesome support base because we're a small think tank, intentionally small. It's not an easy job,
I can tell.
and
yeah.
it's 7 days a week, all day, and it's a job that if you stay in it, you simply don't retire from. But I think that I'm seeing the impact now for stuff that I started in Congress 2 years ago. You know, with Senator Markey, we have the Cyber Shield Act. It's a necessity for cybersecurity to, you know, manufacture technology with security embedded into it, as opposed to as an afterthought, which is a national security problem. Because as a hacker, I'll tell you, all I need is that vulnerable device within an IoT microcosm, and I got you.
Wow.
I got you. You know what I mean? I don't know. I write books as well. I have a lot of really good readers that encourage me to keep doing this. That book in particular is, I really put that together for my sons. I have a 6-year-old and a 19-year-old. He's in college. And seeing everything that's going on, I wanted to red pill them. Is that, people still use that term, right? Is that
That's
right?
definitely our term for us.
So I wanted to weaponize their minds to inoculate this before it gets in and shapes their narrative off of an illusion that's fed to them by self-proclaimed elites that just want to use him like cattle, like human cattle. That's what they think of you.
Right.
And I'm around these people. It's just to control and manipulate for economic outcome. This book is to kind of pull back the fabric and show how the psychological warfare in the digital space and information warfare works. And it's great. Like, people are actually taking the meme concept and making hundreds of memes, like quotes from the book, and putting them out through social media. That encourages me.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Great. Well, thanks so much,
Yeah,
James.
thanks a lot for
It was
being
really,
with us.
It was really
Sorry?
great having you.
great.
So
Now let's
thank
get
you.
to a really important question. What gym do you go to? What can you teach me about how to get jacked?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Hey,
Great.
thanks so
Okay.
much.
Yeah,
Really
Cool, man.
appreciate it.
Yep.
thank you so much. It was great.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the special interview with James Scott. We'll be doing more of these types of interviews with very influential people, so stay tuned.
Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more great content.
And as always, we'll see you guys out.
On the Edge.